Hello, everybody out there. So this is BiCoTa episode 3, the Bitwig community talk. And with me is my lovely co-host, Jürgen Moßgraber, the master brain of Driven by Moss. Hello, Jürgen. How are you?
Hey, good evening. Still a bit jet lag since I was in Canada the whole week, but still great again. And yeah, we are back again with the third episode. And as usual, we have a great guest with us today. And I met him in the KVR Bitwig forum and we talked a bit. And he has lots of stuff to talk and tell about us. He is doing also a very interesting extension for Bitwig, which you might not have heard about. So we will talk about that as well. He's doing a live music as well. So lots of topics to cover. And here it is. Wim, hello.
Hey, everyone.
Hello, Wim.
Hey, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, tell us a bit about you. What are you doing? Who are you? Where do you live?
So I'm a producer, live artist and developer from Belgium. I'm here in my studio in Aalst. That's between Ghent and Brussels. I'm involved with music a lot of the time. And of course, I use Bitwig, and that's how I met you people. So I think that's all the common ground we have. So that's in a nutshell who I am and what I'm working with.
Yeah, you had the connection to Jürgen really quick, as far as I know. So you guys were connecting and talking about some stuff because you're both doing some computing, coding stuff for Bitwig and so on.
Yeah.
And
we're coding, we're making scripts for Bitwig.
Yeah. Scripts are extensions. It's at the end.
Yeah, extensions. Yeah, correct.
I don't want to sound disrespectful.
No.
Okay.
The technical term is coding.
Okay. Yeah, so nice to have you here. And today we want to know you a little bit better about you as a person, as an artist, and your projects you're doing, not just you're using Bitwig, but a lot of other stuff so people get to know you better. And as well, your project you are doing, that's as far as I saw it, I didn't watch too much videos so that I can still be curious to know what you're doing there. And how do we want to start with all the projects or with everything that has happened in the last month? Jürgen, what do you mean?
Oh, I'm always curious how people get into music. So maybe just a few words. What brought you into music? How long are you doing it? What instruments do you actually play? Or are you more a producer type?
So I think I got into music because of my dad. My dad used to play music in the house the whole time. So I grew up listening to Zappa.
Oh, great.
Jürgen, we met somebody from a Zappa tribute band in Superbooth, I think, this year. And he gave me one of his CDs, the last CDs that they produced. For my dad. So I gave it to my dad when I got back from Superbooth. And now we're going to watch them. I think it's below Stuttgart. We're going to do a road trip and go and see them because my dad was really enthusiastic. I think they play great. It started, I think, with him. I grew up on Zappa, Lou Reed, a lot of blues, John Lee Hooker stuff, but also I think my dad even introduced me to Portishead and stuff. So because I don't know, I think maybe I was around 12 then or something. We listened to music at the house all the time. And that's where my love of music came from, I think. And around 8, I started doing a music school here in Belgium. I played guitar, like Spanish guitar. And of course, I quit it when I became a teenager. And then a few years later, I picked it up again. So my main instrument is guitar. It's my first love. And it will always be, I think, my main love. But My love for electronic music actually began, I still remember it very well, at a party. I was 15, and at that time we had a lot of parties here in Belgium, but like in French it's thé dansant, they call it, and they played like slow music, where you could hook up, try to hook up with someone, and they played like soft cell, like that kind of music, or so it was always a bit the same. But then one day I went to a party here in Aalst. It was an old venue called the TUF, and the DJ played Richie Houghton.
Okay.
Plastic Man, and also Kenny Shee. And I never heard it, and I was totally blown away by it. And I went to bother the DJ. I was like, what is this? What is this kind of music? And he gave me like the numbers and the artists, and I was super blown away by it. And then I think I went to the library after that to try and find the CDs, because it was before the internet, of course. And so that's where my love came from for electronic music. But I didn't make electronic music for a long time. And then I think since 8 years or something, I really, because it was an old dream, I used to DJ at a local youth house also. And then I played a lot of like Dave Clark and all the techno stuff at that time. It was always my dream, like, one day I want to do this live with with a lot of buttons, with a lot of knobs and buttons and drum computers and stuff. And yeah, from there it all started, I think. So yeah.
Do you integrate the guitar as well into your electronic music?
I have another band called Tender Lion. It's with a friend of mine, Nela. She's the singer, and she's the real musical talent, I should say. And there, I use the guitar with a lot of effects and stuff on it. But there I use it, but it's kind of it's dreamy pop, I would say. But with a lot of electronic influences also, but a little bit more organic and more poppy. And with vocals of course, with a singer. So yeah.
Okay, I was, as I said, I was in Canada this week, and I was totally blown away that in each and every pub, every night there was live music. This is something that's totally dead in Germany. It's very rare to find something at all. And how is it in Belgium?
In the big cities, it's still. Like in Brussels, there's a lot of gigs going on the whole time. In Ghent also. So yeah, it's still here. I mean, nightlife, of course, declined a lot, like everywhere, especially after COVID. I think also that was the final death stroke. Or how do you say it?
Yeah.
But it's still we still have a lot of live music here actually. So. But it's in the cities. But I think like in my town, it's a bit dead. But we were all like, instead of complaining, let's do something about it. So we're trying to revive it a bit. And like at the end of the year, we're gonna organize a Bring Your Own Beamer. I don't know if you heard that concept. It's everybody can bring their own beamer and do some kind of art. Project. I think it's an American dude who started it. So you can bring your beamer, do an art project, and then we're gonna do an after party with live electronic artists. So
that's nice.
Yeah, I'm looking for some people to play at the after party. So yeah, I don't know. I think everybody's a bit fed up with the lack of life. So I don't know if it's not out there, just do it yourself. No, that's the kind of the yeah.
I would like to come up if you want me to.
yeah, of course, come over.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
It's not that far away, so
yeah, come over.
We need to talk.
Yeah,
and you have to take pictures and film it a little bit.
Sure. Yeah. We're gonna do a lot of promo. We're working together also with Ghent, the city of the people who organize it in Ghent and Antwerp. So we're gonna try and make it like
Oh, cool.
Nationwide event.
But I heard about in UK. There's a lot of this EMOM happening now, where they just meet in a pub and play live electronic music. What's the idea with the beamer? So they show their art project on a beamer, or do live visuals, or what is that?
It can be whatever you want, live visuals or interactive stuff. Last year in Ghent, we had like people doing games, like you could put a hat on with a laser beam, and you could do a game that was projected, like, you know, you could, or a movie that you want to project, or anything. One of the principles is do not curate. So,
do not what?
Curate. So it can be curated. So you can't refuse people, or
okay.
So it has to be like really low level, so everybody can come over and show their projects. So
it's just about presentation, having fun, showing some new stuff or ideas, and
people getting together and show their art projects. Yeah, but it has to be something with projection or light, or and then we do a combination with an after party then.
No, I like that concept. That's really cool.
It's
like a little bit like grassroots artists, creativity or something.
Yeah, true. We do have the EMOMs here now too, also. So that is something that is starting also.
How is that written? EMOMs? I never heard that.
EMOM.
EMO. Okay.
But what does it mean?
I don't know.
Electronic mom. Electronic mom.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know all these abbreviations.
Music, orchestra, many orchestra. I don't know. Never heard of that, but maybe I try. If you can send me then maybe a link or some information where people can find some more information about the project you're going to do, that would be nice, because I think a lot of people are interested in.
Yeah. We also have the EMOM 9000. 9000 is the postal code of Ghent, so they're also doing stuff. Then a few weeks ago, I did a live show on the radio here in Brussels, and the host is Toon. He became a friend now. He was also at Superboot actually, and he also has a dream of creating more live electronic music. You know, we all love DJs, but maybe there's some room for doing live electronic stuff. I think it's a good time to launch it now, I think.
Yeah, the session in the radio station is online on your channel, so if somebody's interested to see and to listen to it, they can just watch the video.
Yeah,
and you should all subscribe and like the whole channel of Wim.
Thanks. Jürgen, I see you're thinking about what you want to project on the
I never did projection, so more into music. Maybe someone can project to my music or something. Let's talk afterwards about that.
Exactly.
Maybe we can talk auto in doing something as well.
Yeah,
like in Berlin or something. Or?
Yeah, more like in Brussels or Antwerp or something.
That's far from me. And I'm not so really heavily equipped, so everything I have is just normally in the box, and that is fully integrated in my table. So it will be hard to get that out of it, or just use an old computer or something, and I'm not really sure if that would work really well. But maybe let's see.
We'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, talking about mobility of live equipment, maybe we can talk about this as well. So Wim, what do you bring to your live show, to the electronic ones?
So I don't know if it's gonna work. I'll try to. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lots of beautiful controllers.
So I'll quickly go over it. I have a. Can you see this one?
Yeah.
I hope.
Careful.
Okay, key step.
Oh,
sorry.
That's okay.
Like this. Okay.
Okay. So we have the key step. We have the Korg Minilog XD, but maybe you don't recognize it because I cut it up and I welded it back together because first I had the edition with the keyboard on it, but I thought it was too big, and then I got the desktop, but I thought it was too big also. So I cut it up and welded it back together. I think it turned out nicer. You see more of the wood and stuff. So yeah, everything is custom. We have the launch control. I use your script, of course, Jürgen. The launch pad.
The extension, please.
Sorry, excuse me, the extension.
I'm sorry, that was my fault.
The Akai Fire,
Nice.
with an altered witchy script that I altered
nice.
myself. The MIDI mix and the nano pad actually for doing like transitions.
Okay.
So that's it in a nutshell. And with that, with this gear, I do my live sets.
How do you prepare them? So I guess everything's in Bitwig, and then you have backing tracks or clips you start, or how's that?
So I did a lot of research. I used Ableton before.
Oh, okay. Like everybody did.
Yeah, exactly.
Or mostly, yeah.
And I thought, how I'm gonna do this, and then I found a video of Ben Böhmer. I don't know if you know him. I think he's German. I'm not sure. Ben Böhmer. He has he's quite known, and he did like how he played live on YouTube and also on one of these paid websites for masterclasses, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I forgot which one. And I actually based my set, my live set on how he does it. So he has 8 tracks. He has drums, bass, main synth, and then some other stuff, some loops. And then I use the exact same method as he does. I have the MIDI mix, and that has 8 running drum loops the whole time. So I have the Akai Fire that I use as a drum computer, but I can always put in drum loops at the same time because
nice.
you're doing a lot of things. We only have 2 hands, so I can bring in hi-hat loops or excuse me, a snare roll or something, and these are running in the background the whole time behind the Akai MIDI mix. So and that I thought it was a very cool concept. So every song is divided into 8: the drums, the bass, the Korg XD, then some VSTs, of course. Like I use a lot of Arturia stuff as VSTs. And that's how I go about. I work in session view, so I'm not in arranger view. I work in session view, and I go through the set like that. So vertically, actually, and that's how I go from song to song.
So, but you have prepared songs, or is it then more an improvised set where you have?
I have the songs are all prepared. Well, most of them. And then I start improvising when I play actually, but I do have like a backbone structure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. I saw in the video in the radio station that you also use the keyboard to play live on your set there. So
yeah, correct.
Yeah,
I play live notes, and also what I love to do, and that is something I discovered by accident with the Korg XD. It has an awesome sequencer, and you can play over the sequencer. So the sequencer is running the whole time, and then I play over it.
Okay.
But sometimes the notes then come in from the sequencer, and it gives like a super cool vibe or something.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it very well, but it's really cool. So yeah, and then you're always in time, of course, also.
Is it more like the arpeggio than what the sequencer is playing, or is it full melody?
Yeah. It's a melody, but maybe more of an arpeggiator mode or something.
Okay. Arpeggiated melody.
In between, yeah. It's not a very complex melody. Yeah. normally.
Yeah, I think that would be very difficult in a live set if you start having all complex things playing at the same time. So if it depends on what kind of music you want to do. So if you want to do some very experimental music, that's the way to go, maybe.
Yeah.
But if it's more like dance music or listening music or something like that, you should always have more like easy setup. A lot of easy setup clips and how you call that, variants of things you can use at the same time to sum it up to a complex rhythm, melody, or track.
Yeah, I think the whole idea was what can you do with two hands, and yeah, you only have two.
Yeah.
So for example, when I on the nano pad, when I go about the pad, I set it up in Bitwig that I can if I go to the right 20% of the pad, it cuts the kick drum.
Okay.
Then if I go up, it's a flanger, and if I go to the right, it's a baby audio transit that does like a. So it's 20%, 50%, 70%, and that combined, drops the kick drum, adds flanger, adds reverb at the end, so your transition is smooth. So with one finger, I'm doing like 5 different kind of stuffs to get smooth.
Wow.
And cool transitions. So that's the whole. That was the whole like mathematical exercise I'm doing. Like what can I do with with only these two hands? Because yeah, and it kind of works.
It's like Audio FX MPE.
yeah, something like that. But so that's the whole exercise, and I think I do live dance music, and I think the most important thing is sometimes you drop the kick, you add some reverb, you do some high noises, maybe a snare roll and like some noise, shh, and then you bring in the kick again, and everybody's happy and everybody's dancing. But I think that's the most important thing. I watched a lot of shows, and I was analyzing what gets people dancing. Usually a 4x4 is enough, and then just drop the kick, do some kind of transitions, use some reverb, and then bring it back. And I think that gets people dancing, and that's the main thing. So like you said, I don't think you have to make it overly complex or something.
When I was younger, I was a lot of on rave parties and everything, and you always noticed if a DJ is really good, if he was connected to the audience, to the people who are dancing, regardless what he had in mind to play or something, always reacting to people and get the vibe from the people and give it back, and this creates some resonances that pushes everybody higher and higher and faster and faster. And sometimes it's really like you say, sometimes it's just playing a kick drum, a 4 to the floor kick drum, like 5 minutes, and everybody's happy. And you say you wouldn't normally never play such a track. But the moment it is that's working and everybody expecting that and everybody want that, and then you start maybe inserting some other stuff or some you never know in the beginning who is the audience and how are they reacting.
I think I don't know who said it, but like if you're on stage, you're performing, and there's an audience, and you're not doing it for yourself, I mean, you have to respect your audience. I think you don't have to make it.
You can do, but at the end, it's a question if you are satisfied, if the audience is satisfied, and it always depends what you want to do in that evening or in that set you're playing. If you want to have fun with everybody, just connect to everybody.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I think that's so that in a nutshell for me, that's the most important in live dance music. So a good bass, a kick, and drop it sometimes, and then
and playing
some noise
filter
and
like
yeah.
yeah.
But that's interesting. So that's really the intention, to entertain people with dance music.
Well, I wanted to really use the live setup to create dance music. I didn't want to do ambient stuff or anything, so that was the whole thing. And then I noticed that, the whole keep it simple thing was really the way to go, if you want to do dance music, of course.
No, nice. I'm just.
You're checking the chat.
I'm just looking for the. I'm just checking the chat if there are any questions.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's everything. Really famous DJs also said it's like having, like I said it before, having a connection to the audience and try to drive the audience or guide them to your vision, to your musical vision, what you have, and share your fun with them or your joy with them, maybe like that.
Yeah,
If you want to bring the people to dance.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think it all depends on what kind of venue you are also. I mean, maybe one day I'll do some like heavy noise stuff or something. I don't know. But yeah.
Please don't.
I don't know how it is nowadays because in a few years back when I was younger, in the 90s or late 90s, beginning 2000s, there were, I don't want to bring up that topic too much, but all this smartphone and social media, look, I'm here, and you see all the lights from the smartphones going up when someone famous is playing and stuff. In my opinion, that kills a little bit the vibe because everybody is so focused on taking pictures instead of just enjoying the moment. And I think as a musician or playing music or whatever you call yourself in that moment, it is like distracting or disconnecting from everything. And I hope there will be like a culture coming back so that people come to a place to enjoy themselves, the music, the whole situation, the whole moment in itself, because this gives so much to people, so much joy to people, instead of just being somewhere to report to others you don't know, somewhere in the internet, in the world. There's somebody playing, I like it, but I don't listen it because I'm really busy taking pictures or shorts or something like that.
Yeah, but a lot of clubs in Berlin also. We went to Berghain Thursday before Superboot. Berghain, how do you? I always
Berghain.
And they tape, they tape your phone.
They know why.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you can't take any pictures or videos, and I think they do it in a lot of clubs now.
Yeah.
So I think that's a very good idea, actually. So
absolutely, it's one reason that people don't take pictures from other people, like in the beginning of Facebook, like then you saw yourself in a bad situation or something, and the other reason is really like to enjoy the moment, to be there in that moment, and not just like I'm on some social network and showing other people that I'm here. So
yeah, true.
But anyway, on other like parties or something, I would love to see people just forgetting about their smartphones and just enjoying the moments, and because it's worth it. It's really worth it, and
of course.
So, do we want to talk about? Because we started to talk about your live setup, your project, about your extension, your, let me just say, software you're doing for all that stuff. Maybe you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so this is an essential part of my setup, I think. Maybe I can talk about how it started. So I was at Máquina Bristronica 2 years ago. Don't know if you know that. It's in Bristol. It's like Super Booth but smaller. Actually, it's very cool. If you have the chance to go, go. I was there presenting software I made. It's an app that allows you to play the Digitakt and Tiradas polyphonically, and I was there to present it. And next to me was Bitwig.
Okay.
Yeah, the booth next to
They
me.
sneaked to you.
Yeah, they were next to me by accident because it's so small. And I had like a power plug, because in the UK the power plugs are different. My trusty power plug, I had it for 20 years, and I arrived at the venue in Bristol, and I put it in the plug, and it breaks. I'm like, oh no! And nobody had one. So like, oh my god, I traveled to the UK, and now I can't even present my project because I don't have a power plug. Next to me was Bitwig, and Mea was there. I think Jürgen, you know her also.
Yeah, sure.
So she saved my life, and she had an extra one. So I was saved, and I could do my presentation and stuff. And then, of course, when it was more calm, we started talking, and I talked about my live set, and I was using Ableton at the time. I didn't know Bitwig actually then. I think a lot of people still don't, for some weird reason. I think it's not that known. So, but yeah, I think it will come.
Yeah.
So we started talking, and I was explaining to her, like, I use Max for Live to, when I go from one song to the other, I always put everything ready for the next song. So this synth on the bass, like I explained on the bass track, put this synth, this plugin, this VST on the main synth, put that plugin on this, that, or change the reverb. So every song I play, the script puts everything in place where it should be. When I play with a Tenderloin live, I even go as far as Nele, sometimes the singer, she with her left hand plays the bass, with her right hand she plays the main synth, and then she sings and stuff. But sometimes the keyboard range, varies, and you can do that with in a MIDI clip. You can do like some kind of automation, but it's a hassle. It's if you have to do it for every song, it's super dirty. If you have like an instrument rack and you have to select a synth, you have to do it by the index. And I hate it because if you then change tracks, the position of tracks, you lose everything. So, and I did that first in Ableton. I was tired of it, and then I made something in Ableton in Max for Live to switch the plugins that I played. But it was I think I explained in one of my YouTube videos. I put the picture on it, and it's like the worst spaghetti you've ever seen in your life. It was totally impossible. It crashed the whole time. It made me nervous. So in the UK, I'm explaining that to Mea, like, I want to accomplish this and that, and she says, maybe you can use Bitwig, because you can script. You can script in it. You can use JavaScript to maybe do that kind of stuff. And she actually sent me over a studio license, the not for resale license. She sent me over one, and I started experimenting with it. And I think the rest is history. So I'm super, super happy that I met them, and that they sent me over a license, of course, also.
So we learned two things from that. Always bring spare parts to replace your power plug, or don't, and meet interesting people.
Well, sometimes when it breaks, you get lucky. I don't know. So yeah, and then I started developing it, and it was super cool. I learned a lot from your scripting, Jürgen, also, and your videos on it. So thank you also for that. and now everything is super clean. So the script is the extension. Sorry, is called BitX. It's based on the Cliffix system. It's not something I invented. It already existed for Ableton. There it's called Cliffix, and you can just put a command in a clip name, and then the command gets executed when you launch the clip. So you can set the BPM, or play the clip below, play the clip next to you, or change the keyboard layout, create a new track, whatever. You can do whatever you want. And I copied the idea to Bitwig, and it's called BitX. So, and with it, like for example, one of the commands is LIR, and that means load instrument track. LIR, the name of the preset that lives inside your instrument track in Bitwig, and it loads it automatically.
So the way is very easy. You have a clip, and the name of the clip is the command itself.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, between two parentheses, or they call it the two hooks. Yeah. So yeah, you have a bunch of commands that I put in now. You can change the BPM with a command. You can change the BPM over 8 bars, for example. Do all kinds of stuff like that. And the last thing I added now is OSC from clip names. For me, that was super cool, because the next step in my life setup is going to be visuals that I hope to present at the Bring Your Own Beamer in December. What I don't want. I don't want to launch just some visuals, but I want to make them super interactive.
Oh, okay.
So I found out that Touch Designer has native Bitwig support, actually. So you can just drag in the Bitwig object in Touch Designer, which is super cool. And the knobs are already connected. So your project remotes, for example, when you twist them, they're already in Touch Designer. It's super easy to set up.
Is that a Touch Designer integration which they showed on the last Superbooth last year? Or is it just
I think
OC?
so. No, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it's fully integrated, just like Ableton, actually. So so now I can, from a command, I can send an OSC command. So I just
maybe just to explain to people who never heard of OSC. So OSC is open sound control. It's an open standard which Bitwig does support on a programming level. I also have an extension for that, so you can send commands to Bitwig or issue commands by Bitwig. And as you said, many video programs support OSC, so you can send commands to them to control certain things. So it's a kind of more text-based media, you can say, somehow. And it's very flexible as well.
Yeah, you can send over network also. So if you have another computer running. So so now from the clip names, I can send an OSC command. Let's say launch the next scene in Touch Designer. So I think it's gonna be a hard one. Because Touch Designer is also something, if you open it, you get an instant migraine. Well, I do it, but I wanna explore that field actually now. So
that's insane software. I was at the workshop last year of Bitwig and Touch Designer, and I think I know a bit about software and video software as well, but I had no idea what this thing was doing.
It's too much.
It's an insane program.
Well, I'm gonna work together with someone. I'm already doing way too much. I'm gonna already hooked up with someone, but maybe I'm still looking for people to help me out with it, because this is a specialization that it's gonna take me 10 years, I think, to master that. So I don't have that time. But it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be it integrates then with the script also, and with Bitwig itself. So that's awesome. If you have someone who is great with Touch Designer and visuals, I think it's gonna be fairly easy to set up. But so the visuals, I want them to, when I touch the cutoff, that the visuals react to it, and with the kick drum with the MIDI reacts, and I want to have like a full immersive visuals behind me, and that interact with how I'm playing and with the frequencies, or that's something to think about.
So the interaction is to your movements of parameters at the end, not just like a standard. There's a bass drum, and then you see like things are flashing or something. It's
No,
more
really
about
with the
what you are doing,
correct.
reflecting on the screen.
Yeah,
Okay,
correct.
okay, nice.
Yeah, and I also got a sorry.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask. I thought there's like a Bitwig OSC community, a small one where people are doing stuff with it.
Oh.
I thought I saw that in some, I think, Polarity videos. There were some people, and I saw some others on YouTube doing OSC stuff. But it's a while ago, and I thought there's a small Bitwig OSC community, and I can imagine that the OSC community could be big as well.
Yeah, maybe there's also one on the Discord, probably.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. Well, yeah, so exciting stuff. I also have just got a Leap Motion 2. So it's a thing with cameras inside of it, where you can do movements with it, and I have the Glover software also for it.
Okay.
So what's her name again? The artist who does Imogen Heap.
Imogen Heap, yeah.
Yeah. So I think the gloves are super expensive, but they have a software also that you can use to the software uses machine learning to train your own movements.
Okay.
Which is super cool, which makes it a lot more accurate. So with Tender Lion also, we're experimenting with it. The singer Nele, when she does like this, her voice goes into reverb and delay. And it's actually super cool. And for her also, because she can still play with one hand the piano and then do like this.
Yeah.
So, and it looks cool. We don't want to make it a gadget because there's a thin line and
But this is a very important part of playing live and performing. If you just, I can remember of some performances where people sitting in front of a notebook, everything was dark, and you just see a lit up face, like a white face, for maybe 20 minutes, just sitting there and looking left, right, and nothing happened. So moving in the space of a stage and using your hands and feet and everything is really more interesting for an audience that want to listen to the music.
I think so, yeah.
And I can remember there were some projects years ago, I don't know, like 5 or 10 years ago, with gloves and also with this Microsoft gaming station, getting all the movements you're doing and where you can put something like audio effects and stuff on how you move and something. But I don't know what happened to those projects.
Yeah. It was the Xbox, no?
Xbox, yeah, exactly.
The Xbox tracker.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were thinking about, like, for me, for example, when I play live, people always think I'm a DJ. So,
okay.
So they always ask me, "Hey, when are you going to spin records again?" And I'm like, "I'm not a DJ." But I always try to be nice for the 1,200th time. But a lot of people, they don't know it, of course, and I think if they see, a computer and stuff, they don't know what's going on. So.
Yeah.
It's always a good question how to visualize it. You saw that also at Superbooth again, that even if it's not a laptop, people standing or hiding behind some boxes and you have no idea what they're actually doing. And it would be interesting to see that. Okay, you can put a camera on there at least, but even most don't do that. But it's great to think about that. For example, Ströme, which you also watch, the band Ströme, they do that pretty cool because they just flipped around their modular systems and you could only see their backside, but you could see what they're doing, and they're doing it quite intense. So that's one of the ideas, I think.
Yeah, that was super cool. The huge modular beast of a machine that they were manipulating that was awesome. But yeah, I think it's like Odo, what you said. Sometimes you see like a live electronic show and you think, yeah, this dude is doing his accounting. He's working in Excel, you know.
And some do.
He's paying his taxes. Yeah, he's paying his taxes, and yeah, that's it. But it's not easy. It's not an easy exercise, I think, to.
There's an interesting interview on YouTube some years ago. I forgot the name, Bungalow something or something. They were Jean-Michel Jarre and Richie Hawtin talking about performances, and that was very interesting because they talked about the laser harp and everything, and that's what you talked about. Like, you're on a stage, you have to perform something, and maybe people come there to just dance for themselves and enjoying the whole situation, or you're performing like a classic front band, and then you should perform something instead. Maybe if you're Kraftwerk, you can just stand there and do this, and that's it. I don't know, but I think the majority of people want to use all their senses, like hearing, seeing, feeling, smelling, and everything, to enjoy such a concert, such a performance.
Yeah, I think you have to learn the hard way. You know, if you're playing in like very small venues, like in the beginning. Well, I'm not a I'm not a big star yet, but like, for example, if there's no lighting, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a huge one. If you play somewhere and there are not even like lights doing stuff, it's already weird. You know,
yeah, you have to interact with the audience in a way, even if it's like, you know, the classic on rock concert when people like, hey, do clapping and do this stuff, or like singing, please follow my singing and stuff and all that, or on DJ events, you know, like doing some stuff with your hands, like I don't know, waving around and get connected to the people, so they see you're interacting with them. You have fun, they have fun, and then this is the moment where something is starting. And
true.
It's not easy for someone who never did that before, because you think, I can't do that. I'm a little shy, you know. People will think.
Yeah, I think now for the last sets I did. I'm not that nervous anymore, because in the beginning I was super nervous. And in the beginning I performed a lot here in my hometown, and then I knew all the people, of course, and everyone was like cheering and shouting, but I have the in-ears, and I was always looking at my, you know, because it's a fairly complicated setup, and I was nervous and doing like this, and I never saw the audience, not once. And they were afterwards, they were like, hey man, we were shouting at you, but you didn't look up and stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know, I gotta work on that. I still do. So yeah, it's
but it's exactly what Odo said. It's the basic rules to do some interaction with the audience, and most of especially electronic musicians, I think they miss that totally. And that's what the audience is for. They want to be entertained in a way.
Yeah, true. Yeah, people want to go out and experience something else. You know, they don't want to. They do want to be entertained, I think. So I think you can't be too selfish when you're on stage. You have to, especially if people are coming to your show and to look at you, you know. I think you have to, work with them or you know, show some respect to the audience, of course. So but it's not that easy.
For sure. But coming back a little bit to your BitX project, so this project can be downloaded maybe on your GitHub.
I'll provide. Can we provide the link later, or?
Yeah, sure.
It's on. I have like 5 different names, but it's on my normal name, GitHub. But it's for free, of course. You can find it on my YouTube videos also.
Yeah, and all the links are as well, I think, on your videos on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, they all have
where you explain the whole.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if people are interested, they can go to your YouTube channel. Let me just put that again on the screen. So, and all the links and everything will be in the video description and the podcast article and everything. So you can visit him and subscribe and like all his videos and watch everything and leave some nice comments, because comments are very helpful for channels to grow. And if you like a project, you always should help a little bit with a little comment or like and everything.
Yeah. That always helps. That's true.
Yeah, and one place where quite some concerts happened and people who actually could talk about how, if it's live or not, was at Super Booth. So maybe we can talk a bit about that as well. Bitwig was there as well, showing off the new Bitwig Connect as well. And I have one here. So if there are any questions about the Bitwig Connect, feel free to answer. I have it since. Oh my, that's so weird. Okay.
Hello.
It's a big Connect show here. Woo! I have it since yesterday, but I tried already much stuff today. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in a chat. And maybe let's go into that after that. But as I said, live shows were there, and I'm not sure, Wim, have you been the first time to Super Booth, or was it the second?
No, it was the second time. The first time I was there also to present the software I made, the same I presented at Machina Bristronica. So I was there, I had a booth, a table. It was the most exhausting 3 days of my life, I think. The Super Booth alone in itself is exhausting to do, even if you're a visitor. And that I think after 5 hours, the first day I already lost my voice. So so it was very intense, but it was an unbelievable experience, and I met a lot of people. Like when I was at Super Booth now again, I was there with 2 dudes from the UK. They're still my friends. They're also developers. So made friends for life there, I think. But I like Super Booth, but it can be a bit much.
Overwhelming. It's absolutely overwhelming. If you never have heard about it, it's a big synthesizer nerd fest happening in Berlin each year, normally in May, and it's not only exhibition of all synthesizer and modular gear, but also a big community meeting, and lots of live shows are there as well. And it was intense again this year.
But it feels always like a big hippie festival. So everybody is lovely and nice, and you can see such a lot of stuff and meet a lot of people there. And it's really a great party, if you will. So
what are our favorites of this year? Talking gear a bit. Did you see anything?
Me? Oh no, Wim.
Whoever wants.
Yeah, Odo. Yeah, go ahead.
My favorite this year was I'm a bit more in controller stuff. So from Neuzeit Instruments, the drop. I like that really. It's a great idea, but since I have not so much hardware stuff, it would be too much for my setup. But I really like the idea and this controller. It's absolutely great. And from how is it called? The X-Synth from EMI. This little keyboard synthesizer, MIDI controller, audio interface and everything with polyphonic aftertouch. There's a great little thing. And they had this last year was the prototype, and this year they had the final product already.
Yeah.
These were two.
It's really interesting. It's at that form factor. What does it have? Audio interface and I think MIDI interface as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Synth
and controller.
And a controller, right?
Yeah.
And actually, the keyboard is quite okay to play for the size.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I think these keys are better to play than those small keyboards as well. Yeah.
It's really small.
And the drop, was that the MIDI controller that you could have scenes in it? Was that one?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So the drop, it has it's a little bit like that, like the Launchpad XL. It looks a bit. So it has, but I think it has 4 buttons for each channel. So there are 4 columns with a fader and 4 knobs, and you have on the left lots of scenes as well as a display. And the scenes thing is very interesting. So you can store the settings of all the knobs or of a row. So, and then you can recall that instantly. So exactly what we talked before that you do with one finger, a big change. You could do a similar thing on that one and then switch back to the previous scene and you're back to your normal 0 setup.
Yeah.
And you can also do that, and this is where it gets funky, is you can also do the time-based. So you can have time-based switches which you can activate, like similar like a clip. And you see it going around here in a wheel and a circle, and you can access the different steps basically in such a time-based thing. And then you can say maybe start in 2 steps or in 2 bars. I'm not sure how that exactly works, but then it activates this other setting, and that's something absolutely to check out.
Yeah, it was super cool.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah. So did I forget anything? No, I think that's what we said. And yeah, it has much more options, and you can connect, I think it does CV, MIDI, as well as USB, and I think Bluetooth as well, but I'm not fully sure about that. And yeah,
I think it's very cool if you go DAWless or
and I might get my hands on one.
Oh. The gas is real.
Yeah, so let's see.
Yeah.
Because I think you can control with every of those knobs up to 8 synthesizers or 8 parameters on up to 8 machines. So in total 8 parameters on one, or on 1 parameter on each of 8 machines or something like that. So really nice thing. And I'm a little bit controller focused or centric, so I like to have controllers because you can use them like really variable on your DAW and stuff, or on your synth, on everything, and I like that.
Yeah, it looks cool also. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it has a screen, so Jürgen, maybe you can make a script, an extension for it.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. Watch this space.
Okay. So Wim, what were your highlights of Superbooth?
So I was looking around for live stuff. So I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think I've written it down. Kurai Air MIDI.
Okay.
Kurai Air MIDI. They're based in Georgia. I filmed them, but I still need to upload it to YouTube. It's Air MIDI, it's called, and I really love the design. It's like a super tough design.
The one that's like a hexagonal thing or something, and you do with air motions.
Yeah, it has cameras inside of it, and you can also do like lots of motions with it. I thought it was a very cool idea, and the people were very nice. I think it could be a very cool live thing.
But all the video demos I saw on YouTube were basically about doing.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But it's okay for a drop, right?
Yeah, true. I think they need some other performance to do the videos, but I think it could be a very cool concept if you go left or right and combine stuff like, with the 20% I said something like, I think you could turn it into an instrument, I think, with some time and love.
I'm not sure how many different effects or sounds can you do with it. Is it 8 really, or?
I'm not sure. I think it had 5 cameras or something.
Okay.
Whoa.
I think.
Okay.
And some buttons that you can switch parameters.
It's especially interesting to see how this works in a live situation, really, when you have all the lightning and smoke happening on stage, and then do the camera still work that good? That's something that should be tried out before.
I have the lead motion too. I bought it a few months ago, like I explained when we were testing it with the machine learning behind it, and it has infrared cameras, so it works in the dark.
Oh,
So
nice.
oh yeah, of course, because when you're on stage, it's dark, of course. So I said, oh, okay, that's nice. Oh, that's maybe another thing to come back to the live sets. I will go back to Superbooth in an instant, but when you're playing live, that's always something. Either you don't have light enough, or there's too much light, or there's weird lighting that totally screws up your pads, and you can't see anything anymore. The sound is horrible. So yeah, this is if you ever want to play live, be prepared that it's always gonna be weird as hell.
It's like
live. So.
It's like the first time I used an analog synthesizer on stage, and it was 35 degrees, and I had no idea.
Oh yeah.
I thought, what is it doing? What sounds are coming out of it? It was a bit out of tune.
It happened to me also once. The XD has a key combination that you can push to retune it while you're playing. So you don't have to shut it down, but you can press 2 buttons, which I always forget. And then when you press these, it retunes it, because I had it happen to me once also, because the XD is really like a centerpiece of the set. So I use it on 70% of the songs, and the whole set was completely out of tune. I was like,
no, it was vintage. It was vintage.
Yeah, no, it sounded really horrible. Like, oh my god! But yeah, you can't stop. So yeah, but yeah, everybody was drunk, so that was no problem.
Maybe
That's
they were then in tune to your synth.
If people are drunk and you have a 4x4, it's okay. So.
Yeah.
So,
sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Back to Superbooth.
Back to Superbooth.
I saw a very cool synth, love synthesizers by people from Iceland. I think it sounded a bit Icelandic also. Yeah, it was quirky, but the concept, I found the concept was really cool. It had like a big touch screen where you could see the waves and stuff, and
but that's the one with the lava stones, right? It doesn't have such black sides made out of lava stones, and it was.
Yeah, I think so. It's like a vertical setup. Eh?
Yeah, I think
it's not a horizontal thing. It's like a vertical, because the screen is on top of it.
I try to find pictures, but it's really hard.
Love synthesizers.
Yeah, I know I have, but they all just only have videos and parts of their synthesizers.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm not sure if it's the same, but there is one which is from Iceland and has lava stones at the sides, and also
I think there were 2 then.
The knobs are also made out of lava, and it sounds not that interesting, but it's horribly expensive because they use the lava stones, which maybe are lying around in Iceland anyway.
I don't know.
I'm not sure about the name.
I also don't know anything about the price, but
okay.
I thought it was it was something else. So,
but my absolute favorite was, even if the price is also very high, but the Magnolia from what was the company name again? Frap Tools.
Oh,
have you the chance to play this synth?
No.
They were in a bungalow dorf at the hut. That one. No, that's a different one.
The love synthesizer. I think this is an older model.
Yeah. The screen got bigger now, and you can touch it. And I thought it was a very cool concept. Yeah. It's if you're looking for something else, I think that's. But I don't know anything about that.
I found it. Wait, Odo, maybe you can show that one. That's the other one. Yeah, I saw some demos of that one. It's interesting. Yeah, the user interface is totally different.
Yeah.
I tried to search. Meanwhile,
No, the link I the link. Yeah, okay. While you're searching, the Magnolia from Frepto, the really big ship, looks a little bit like the what's the English guy? I don't know the name. Whatever. So it sounded absolutely impressive, and it has this true zero FM. And it sounds a bit different. So you could do East Coast, West Coast, and mix that with FM. And it's very broad sounding and unbelievably thick. So it was a demo. It blew away the heart nearly in that. It's wow. so the videos you see online are not really doing it justice. And it's still a bit in the works. You really need to check out that yourself. It's really, really awesome. Yeah, that's the one with the lava stones. I think it's 8,000 or something euros.
Yeah. How is it called? Katla?
Yes.
Okay.
You mean the lava stones are called Katla? Or no,
no. This device.
Yeah, I guess so.
It looks cool.
Yeah. Well.
But maybe they could make it
collectors or something.
No. For 1,000 without the lava stones. I don't know. Yeah, and what was also interesting, the Oxy One Mark II. Did you check out that? It's a Oxy One is a very nice standalone sequencer.
Yeah, I saw them. Yeah,
and the new version has now 8 tracks instead of 4, and much more performance functions. So the performance functions are very interesting. You can do very easily rolls and breaks, and also automation things, and it's very interactive, especially what we talked about doing live modification of sounds and stuff like that.
I think one day I'm gonna get one. I think like the sequencing is something I'm missing a bit, but I don't have the space. I have a custom made case also from Thomann. I don't want to change it anymore, so this has to be it. Yeah, it's very cool. I love their products.
But that's an old one. The old one, yeah. The new one has 8 buttons on the left for the scenes instead of the 4 ones. So they also nicely align with the rows on the right. And the space is great. So it's 8 to 16.
Yeah.
And especially in the drum mode, for example, you can do polyrhythms, so change every of the rows to different lengths and such stuff. And you can do similar things as in Bitwig, so you can set randomization on the steps and set it every two bars only, or things like that. Yeah, so I was surprised to see so much new stuff, which was totally unexpected to some regard.
Yeah, for me also, there was a Animal Factory. They have like guitar pedals. They were very cool.
Okay.
A very cool design. I think they were from India. Was super cool.
I saw that in the video afterwards. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, I loved it. It was especially for bass, I think. So it was that was awesome. And then, of course, there was more for Belgian synthesizers. So I have to give some credit to them. The product wasn't finished yet, but I think it's going to be very cool. It's the Econ 6 synth by Morpho. They make modular stuff also. So yeah, Belgian synthesizers are always cool. So yeah.
I have the page, but I don't see what's a new one. I see lots of modules here.
So that's a synthesizer with keyboard and what is it?
I think it's somewhere on their website.
What's the name of the new synth?
I think Econ 6. ECHON.
I have the wrong search engine. I get some graphs.
Radical Acoustics.
Yeah, I have the webpage, but it show.
But
Here.
they just have videos. I don't think they have a picture.
Oh, they have their own webpage for it. That's weird. That one. Yeah. Okay, I see it. The page order is econ6, so the 6 with a 6 number and .com.
Okay.
Oh.
I somehow overlooked that. I guess it was one of the 10s with lots of noise and lots of small devices, which are a bit hard to look into always. But that's, you're right. That's something to check out.
They were in the same with, in the bigger hall with Arturia. They were there, like the hall behind the swimming pool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a bit too much. That area. I did play also the brute from Arturia.
Oh.
I think you liked it too, Jürgen. No?
Which one? The big one?
The big one, yeah.
I don't
know if you liked it. I don't know.
I was just asked to buy one, but it's not for me. The student is absolutely great, but it's insanely big, that thing, and I have no space left for putting that.
Yeah, that's always a problem. But I liked it very much because you could, at the same time you could do like a pad and then still do like pads, like bells or that kind of sound at the same time. So it was, I think it's super well made.
It's no question about it. But I could not resist to get an Astrolab now. And I was absolutely unsure about that device. And it also had some issues in the beginning. But I have to say, if someone loves to play keyboards or synthesizers just to play, it's so much fun. You know, I just got lost in playing sound, so it's really, really nice. It's basically all the sounds you get in their from their plugins, but you have it in a keyboard, and it sounds really nice. And you just do play. That's cool.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm just noting down some stuff we're talking about, so don't forget it.
You're right. Okay, great. So something to do your homework about it. So maybe last topic, Bitwig Connect. I did not see yet any questions about that. Okay, so one comment about the rotor control. Rotor control is interesting about that. Something you definitely notice that it's a first product of a company who never did controls again and before. Sorry, which means the main idea, the knobs which can be automated, and they are brilliant. So if you never have checked it out, you should definitely check that out. On the software side, it's a bit lacking. So as the comment also says, you cannot see the parameter values in the display. So there is some things they need to catch up. But I think there will something happening with that. So they did a lot of work already. For example, you can now, so there's a script now from Bitwig itself, so not only mine, and they're in close interaction. I talked to both of them, and you can now also directly see the Bitwig pages with that implementation, which was a big drawback, I thought, also in the beginning. So if you call up now a device and you directly get your setup for these pages, and they also found a workaround in Bitwig that you can see the names of the step parameters. So if step parameters, you will also already see the values for them and what you select, which you not yet have for the other parameters, but I guess that's something they will work on as well. So there's lots of potential with that, but it feels a bit like a beta, this current version.
The software, the extension for that.
Yeah, exactly. The problem with the device is that the software is actually inside of the device, and the only thing you can do from the side of the door is fill in the data.
Ah, okay.
So you cannot change the workflow or anything. There's also, I think, inconsistencies in how you use the device in a different mode. Sometimes you need to long press a button, sometimes you need to double press it, sometimes you just need to press it, and that's quite confusing, I think.
Okay.
But as I said, they're working on it, and there were already lots of changes, so I have...
As far as I know, on Superbooth, they said it's still a beta version. It's not really the final, so maybe this is the price for beta.
So the Bitwig did an implementation themselves, and this implementation is called a beta.
Okay.
But for example, the Ableton script is finished and called official, and because it does exactly the same as with Bitwig.
Okay.
Since you can only fill in the data, so.
Okay.
So, but what I was talking about, what was the Bitwig Connect? Maybe switch to that. Maybe some comments to it. When I saw it first at Superbooth, I was totally surprised how small it is, because it looks much bigger in the videos I saw or in the pictures. But that's great. It's basically the size of a big hand. And my second surprise, now I had it myself, is. For that size, it's really, really heavy. It feels totally sturdy. It's fully made out of metal. And really nice to touch. And in contrast to what Polarity said, I think the button is really fine and not too large. It really feels good and smooth. So just can maybe go back.
I tested it on Superbooth.
So you can see it's
and
basically that size. Oh, we're uploading an image. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Now my video is behind the chat. Give me a second. Okay, so now I can see it again. And it's basically that size, and I think it's really nice to grab, and it's really it's inverted. Directions are inverted, so it's a bit complicated. So it's really smooth and nice to go. And I could not turn it on because it conflicted here with my audio setup. So then could have showed it as well. And also the buttons have a really nice click here. And everything feels really nice and solid with that. I'm still testing the software, but what I checked out so far, it's really doing well. And this value control is also quite interesting. So the Bitwig only feature, when you press that button here, the Bitwig button, you can just hover with the mouse over any of the controls, and you can change on the value of that one. And that's actually pretty fast. I was also a bit critical about that when I heard about it, but especially for automation, it's much nicer to change anything.
Yeah. It's a high resolution knob, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
And you can also do a double tap to lock that to parameter. For example, you could lock it to the famous filter of your famous synth. And then you could perform with that live with that one, and with a high resolution, as Otto said. So that's really cool. What's also really cool is maybe if you show that big. Back here, is that you see all the settings on the left here, what you have for the input configurations. So you do not really need this control software which comes with it. And it's also interesting for people who do not use Bitwig at all. So the only thing you lose is the parameter change. Also, you can configure the control section for Mackie control. So it supports Mackie control as well. And in any software, you could then use also the transport buttons and these things. I did not yet check out if scroll is working via MCU, but that's something to do.
Cool.
Did I forget anything? Yeah, something interesting to note maybe, that the input channel 1 detects what kind of plug you inserted. So if you insert a microphone, it will switch to microphone mode.
Oh,
yeah, that's cool.
And also phantom power can only be activated if an XLR is inserted. And also vice versa, if you insert a normal plug, it will deactivate microphone and switch to line.
Awesome.
Only thing to mention about is if you have only a a normal plug for your microphone or are in a situation that you broke stuff live and just got such a cable, it will not work because you cannot switch into microphone mode if you if you do not insert an XLR cable. But yeah, there's pros and cons for both, I think.
Yeah.
Surely, yeah.
Maybe an upgrade. They can change it.
I was in the Bitwig booth and looked at this device, and before I did that, I liked the device already because everything I saw about it and everything I read about it was really promising, and I liked the size factor as well, because it could be like for a mobile setup or something. You can take that, or like all the place on your tables are also very limited in normal cases. This is a very good idea to have something, and that it has a lot of connections and everything. So it would be a nice device for starters as well. I don't know exactly the price, about 500 something. 500.
It's below that, I think 480 or something.
Or 480, something like that. So it's not the cheap price, but you get a lot of things for that money. And I think if you buy such a device in the beginning, you are stuffed for years, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly the two kinds of people who are interested in that. It's people starting out for the studio. It's absolutely perfect. You get everything. Mm-hmm. You get a controller, you get interface, you can access your modular and all these things. You have a transport control. And for people who play live with not an insane setup, but exactly maybe all the musicians you saw live at Superbooth, this is a perfect device for them. Because, as I said, you can control CV. You also have 6 outputs. So if you want to have your different backing tracks treated in different ways by the mixer, by the mixing desk, as well, you can change some big parameters with the big knob. And very interesting device for such a use case.
Absolutely.
And you also have, maybe it's easy to overlook, you have also MIDI input and output. So if you have another synth with you, it's also perfect to attach that one to.
And not only for modular devices, there are like small devices as well. They use CV as connection or input output. So all the little, I think Korg has a lot of these, what is it, for Volca and stuff? I'm not so familiar with those. Or there are some Roland as well. I don't know if they use CV or media stuff. So a lot of small and let's say cheap devices uses such connections, and you can connect it here without having the big modular Hans Zimmer gear ready as a starter, So
There was a question, but I'm not sure if it's a joke or if it's if there are no clicks when programming in Bitwig and then play. I did not notice any issues so far. Sound playback was totally fine. But as I said, I only have it since yesterday, so there is. Yeah, sure. Ask questions away.
Maybe there's one.
Also, something to mention is that USB 2 is sufficient for the device, even if it has a USB-C connector, but it works with all devices which support USB 2, which has a big advantage that you don't need an additional power plug. But I also noticed to that is that the headphone output might be a bit low for some people. But I compared it to my Steinberg UR44C. It's the same. It's also not louder. So this might be, due to the fact that you don't have additional power with it. But very good
Protect your ears.
But I'm absolutely allergic against high levels. Okay. I don't turn up too much, but I turned it up totally, and it was. Yeah, as I said, it's not that loud and might be a bit of an issue if you play live.
Oh, okay, yeah,
in a loud environment. So something you need to decide for yourself or check out for yourself. Maybe you would need a headphone amp for that. but yeah, it's something you need to decide. But the inputs are really, really great. I cranked up the headphone as well as there's another control where you can individually listen to the hardware sound. So that's also a big advantage if you, for example, record singing or something, and you can hear directly from the device you're singing without going through the whole DAW. So you are latency free for monitoring. And this was also cranked up, and then I had to crank up the input volume, so the amp for the input channel 1, nearly to 90 degrees before it started to show some noise. And if I compare that to the Steinberg, it's it's another world. It's really low noise for the input. It's really nice.
Yeah, at some talks they talked about the technical specifications a little bit. I'm not so familiar with those things, but it sounded like they put a lot of effort in using the right pieces to get a really high standard device there. Yeah.
Yeah, I talked with them. So getting the power right was the biggest task, which they took most of the work.
The power, you mean from
that you only need USB 2 power, and then still have a great sound with low noise. That was a thing they put most of the work into.
I think it's not really an easy task to do that.
There's a question in the chat which is not related to the device, but maybe nevertheless interesting. The question is Bitwig ready or the Bitwig API ready for property exchange of MIDI 2.0? The question is still, is the OS ready? That's the first thing that needs to happen. So all of the systems are ready. So Linux is ready, Mac OS, but Windows is still lacking. And I talked to Pete Brown of Microsoft at Superbooth, and he said, yeah, late summer, it should be finally released to the public. And this takes a bit of time, since they also want to release ASIO drivers for ARM, so Windows on ARM, which is very interesting. Which is also something I need to mention. I could not make it on ARM, on my ARM computer so far at all. So it's not detecting the device, which is a bit surprising, since Bitwig is the first DAW to support Windows on ARM, and that's something I need to check with them back if there is something I made wrong, or if it's really an issue so far, which would be very, very sad. But it's strange that it's not even detected. That's something I did not notice with other devices on Windows on ARM. Okay, back to what I was actually wanting to answer. It's so media needs to be ready on all systems, and then all the DAWs can do that as well. Bitwig is internally using MIDI 2.0 since ages, so they have a high resolution for notes, which is not new. And also they support clap, and one requirement of clap is to support MIDI 2.0. So Bitwig is basically ready if the OSs are ready, and I think they will wait till Windows is ready and then push it out as well. And the question, especially with the exchange of properties, if you never heard about that, it's that a device can say which parameters it provides, and then, for example, a controller can automatically show these names and adapt to what it should show. And this is very, very interesting.
You're talking the connection between the Bitwig API and the controllers.
Maybe. So MIDI defines that in the protocol. So everything that speaks MIDI 2.0, which could be via an API, could ask such a device, hey, what parameters do you have? And then show it in a way to make them operatable. But the question is, what does it mean? So the core keyword, as well as the one from Roland, they say they can do that already, but there's no other site currently to test it. I also have the Native Instruments Control Mark III, which also says it supports MIDI 2.0, but it's currently, I asked them specifically about it, it's only the nodes currently. Only the nodes are high resolution, but all these controller things, they're also waiting. It's a bit of a hen and egg problem, someone needs to come up with that first, and then you can adapt this. But coming back to the original question, since Bitwig is very fast with adapting new technologies, so as you noticed, they were first with ARM on Mac, now they are the first with ARM on Windows, and I think MIDI 2.0, they are only waiting for it till Windows is there, and then I think maybe this year we will see that.
That Windows will be ready.
No, then Windows will definitely be ready. So because the betas are already there, okay. And final should be out in Pete said late summer, whatever that means.
But he said the year as well, not only just late summer.
But maybe he's living in California, where it's always
they already have late summer.
So let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, but one thing, Wim, you mentioned nearly in the beginning, because of Bitwig is not so known on a majority of people, and I agree with you that I think it changes slightly so that people get to know more about Bitwig, and there's still some rumors about Bitwig, old rumors and stuff, but at the end, I think Bitwig has grown up. They are now 10 years old, like in the 11th
already
year
11,
now.
Yeah. Last year was a big 10-year celebration.
10 year, yeah, exactly. And I think this is a normal time range to get into. I don't know if this is the right term for but like into the masses, into the big business or something. And I think they're doing well doing that. So. Because
I mean, I love it, so I hope more people use it, of course. But this is something I noticed, like that it's still a lot of Ableton and stuff, but I think Bitwig has a lot of advantages. So over
in our workflows,
for me anyway. I mean, to each their own tools, of course, but for me it has a. Yeah, I think it's for me the big advantage is for playing live, or of course that you can create your clean scripts, these extensions that you can do. It's very clean, and for me one of the biggest is the plugin sandboxing.
Oh yeah, still because
I use a lot of plugins, a lot in my live sets. And my Ableton used to crash a lot. I did a lot of custom stuff with the Max for Live, and so I'm not gonna it's not a. I still love Ableton, but for me playing live was it gave me a heart attack because I was doing so much custom stuff. I mean, if you I know like a famous drummer here in Belgium, he uses Ableton to do live drums. And it never ever crashed for him. He's using drum pads and drum racks and stuff, and it works perfectly for him. But if like what I want to accomplish, I couldn't do it with Ableton. It crashed too much. So the plugin sandboxing for me is that alone is a major selling point to me, I think. So yeah. So stuff like that.
I think so too, and I'm working on Linux with Bitwig and using sometimes like Windows plugins and stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're a little bit quirky, and that's the same. Like the plugin crash. Okay, click on reload, and there it is again, and you can just proceed what you were doing. And this is really a great thing.
Even when I was just working in the studio and then recording vocals and stuff, it sometimes crashed on me, and this is something you do not want to happen. It gave me I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all, and it loads up. I think Bitwig loads up 10 times faster. I think also for bigger projects. I think now they even have like a plugin caching. That
I think so. Yeah.
So yeah,
And even if Bitwig crashes, that happened to me, I don't know. In all the years I'm using Bitwig right now, let's say 5 times or something, I never lost anything. Everything was
Yeah.
recovered, and even if Bitwig just went away like this and I
Yeah.
restarted it and my project was still there, maybe I lost 3 seconds of my last work or something. But this is something I really appreciate having in Bitwig. I don't know how other DAWs are working on that or how this works on them. But yeah, this was something I really appreciate.
Yeah, for full disclosure, I also still use Logic in the studio because it's a lifetime license, of course. And they also have plugin sandboxing.
Ah, okay, cool.
So that's nice too. But yeah, for live playing, I don't think I wanna. I don't want to do it with Logic. So
Reaper has that as well, so it's
yeah,
getting more common as well.
yeah.
But startup time is really something I'm also into because I have also lots of different doors for testing, and Bitwig scans all the plugins and stuff in the background. For example, if you start Cubase or Studio One, you always have to wait till they've scanned all the plugins, and it's
it's
much
annoying.
nicer.
Yeah. Yeah, and my Ableton sessions, they sometimes took 3 minutes. Like on a brand new M1 Pro. And that's also annoying, you know.
Well, 3 minutes is a long time then, yeah.
Especially if you're on stage.
Yeah, and it crashed.
Wait for it.
And it just crashed.
Wait for stay till the end of the video.
I have an RME interface, a baby phase, and I had a button that I can press that switches it to its analog setting. That it is just a mixer. I had that button ready because I had like a backup going in. I don't use the Digitact anymore, but I had a Digitact as a backup into the RME. So I pushed the button on the baby face, and then I could launch a loop on the Digitact while Ableton was crashing. So that was a workaround. But yeah.
Now I understand your need to performance. So if anything crashes on the stage, you have to perform something.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but it is like that. You know, you don't want to stand there 10 minutes. You know, like,
let the audience sing, like, you know.
yeah. That doesn't work.
This is this guy, Jacob Collier, who always sings with the whole audience. Maybe you have to adapt a little bit, you know, like, let's sing a little bit. My computer is loading.
Yeah.
Everybody on the floor. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Okay.
So, yeah. But I hope they I mean, it's built cleanly from the ground up. So I think that's a very good thing for Bitwig.
Absolutely.
So I hope that it will grow. I think so. Yeah.
And we talked about in the last episode as well. I think they constantly reviewing code and doing stuff new, like the new GUI with the
true.
What is it, GPU acceleration and stuff.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Having stuff like that. Maybe we should do some questions. I had one that I noticed from Aliski Bordeaux, who said you have to be very nerdy to be interested in. I thought it was interesting. You have to be very nerdy to be interested in creating electronic stuff. In most cases, there is just pushing buttons for the audience. So how should the audience check what's going on? I think that's explained very well. I think that is a battle we have to try and win. Like I said, maybe with some like movement and stuff to do, visuals in the back, and I think it could be interesting also. Like Jürgen said, you have a camera and people see what you do, because if they're facing up a stage, they don't necessarily see what you're doing. So if they could see you, you know, turn your buttons and stuff, that's they still don't know what's going on, but it's already something more. And if they see you turning the buttons and the visuals alter or stuff happens, then I think if you create a more
I think the idea with the
experience for the audience, then that could help.
I think the idea you had with, or you have with the open sound control, the OSC, reacting to movements you're doing with the parameters is a really great idea. So people have some feedback, some visual feedback from the sound, how it's changing, but not only like pumping to the rhythm, like, I don't know, filter sweeps or something like that. So this is a way to go. And the other thing, I think, performing on a stage, to show something to people, it's, I think, a big investment financially to bring up some, I don't know, satisfying stuff so people are fully entertained or something. And if you're not really rich, this could be a really difficult part.
It depends on what your intention is. Do you want to run more than a show? Then it doesn't matter what you do, or if you only push buttons. So is it more about the visuals and dancers and everything, or do you want to impress being a musician or an artist? So I think that's also possible with electronic nicks. If, for example, if you watch Strömer, you could clearly see what they're doing, and that was convincing. And there's also other artists like that. Imogen Heap was mentioned as well. But what she does is explain in the beginning how this works. For example, with the clove, what does the clove do? And then people can watch that and
So more gloves, using more gloves.
Yeah, I don't like the gloves at all, but that's one way you can do it. But you see that people liked it, and
That's great.
Jürgen, there's another message in the chat. Is that for you? Because it's related to API.
But it's more on what we just discussed about the MIDI 2.0 parameters. Yes, if that is finally working, it's very interesting. And yes, all keywords or DAWs or whatever controllers could then use these parameters for showing them, manipulating them, or doing whatever with them. Yeah. Also for sequencers, this is interesting, like the Oxy we talked about, that you can directly see your selected sound maybe, or the parameter you are modulating on that sequencer.
So it's about the communication between the computer and the controller or the plugin or whatever. So you ask, hey, what are your parameters? And they give back you a list of parameters or the specific parameters with all the values and stuff.
And there's also many more interesting APIs of MIDI 2.0, which would, if they finally get into products, will be very interesting. For example, there is one for piano, for orchestra, as well as for drums. So it's always, if you have some electronic drums where you want to control a drum plugin with that, it's always a problem that it's mapped incorrectly. And this will also then that the plugin can tell you this is the bass drum, this is a snare, and you can directly map it correctly.
That would be cool.
Yeah, and same for piano and same for orchestra, that you can also say the orchestra, here's a cello and stuff like that. And there's many cool ideas, but they need to get into the software and hardware first.
That's actually great, because every time I pull a battery, from an Novation, I think it's Native Instruments.
Native Instruments, yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, it's always mapped totally wrong.
I have an electronic drum kit here as well, the Roland, which I love to play, and that's normally played only with the internal sounds, because mapping it to plugins, then the fun is already over till that works.
Yeah. Let's do something else.
Then you use the sticks to smash something else instead of the drums.
Yeah, there's weird stuff like that. Some contact sounds, they have them like studio drums or something. They had mappings for these drums or for other drums as well. And in the latest update, they just removed that.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Okay, I think we are coming to a natural end.
Yeah.
Or do we have any final questions or things we should absolutely discuss?
Last call for the chat.
Words.
The British people have the last gong or something in the bars.
Yeah, the last call.
The last call. Yeah.
Last call.
I do have one thing I want to
Please go.
mention or put out there. So it is my dream to create a community of live electronic artists globally, even. So if you're a nerd, live performer, and you want to join, hit me up. I don't know exactly how we're gonna proceed, but I think it would be super cool to create like a community of live electronic performers that we could invite each other over to play and
Like
find venues or
okay, like physically, not like virtually.
no, physically. Physically,
In
the delay would be
reality,
too much.
with real people.
I was just asking because you said globally.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little bit hard to travel.
Let's start Belgium, Holland,
Okay.
France, Germany.
Belgium globally.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Nice.
But this is something, I want to do and help out actively, to put electronic live performances more out there.
So like a central hub for meeting people, announcing some events and
Yeah,
stuff.
correct. Yeah.
Okay, that'd be nice.
Or even lobby, try to lobby certain festivals, like wouldn't it be nice to have a stage with live artists, something like that.
Yeah.
If you have certain dance festivals, then maybe we could ask for them to have a separate stage for live artists. So begin with that kind of stuff. That would be the dream. So
maybe if you have a catchy name or something, or you develop a catchy name or so, please keep us informed because us everybody, so we can spread the word.
That would be cool.
And maybe help. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Because community is community, and in community everybody helps everybody. Like, for example, like and subscribe all our videos, channels, and everything. Everything we do, or so just put a heart on it or a thumbs up or.
Yeah, but that really helps. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. So, is something in the chat right now still something new?
No.
A lot of thumbs up and music I see there. And okay, so let's last round, everybody. Wim, something else? The global Belgium community?
Yeah. Not really. Thank you for inviting me. It was super fun. And I hope we get to do some stuff in the future together also. So it would be nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So check out all of Wim's pages and music and extensions, scripts, whatever it's called. Yeah, great. And number 4 will be the next then. The next BiCoTa number 4 will be then again on my channel, just to break the rule of consistency and confuse people as well. And also if you may be interested to come on the show and have something interesting to talk about, just write us comments below the video and we will check that out as well. And I hand over to Odo for the final words.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Wim, for joining us and talking a lot about of your interesting projects and how you do some live sets and everything. Thank you, Jürgen, for being a great co-host here. And I'm very happy to meet you all guys and see you all guys on next Super Booth, maybe virtually, physically, however. And this was BiCoTa, the 3rd episode. Thank you very much for the whole audience, for the chat and everybody. And see you soon again.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.